Greetings everyone, this is Danny from harrtravel.com, your Azamara experts. Today I have the great pleasure of sharing with you a ship that I've been on quite often. My wife and I have spent almost 100 days on board the Azamara Journey. We've loved every moment, from the delicious upgraded food to the intimate atmosphere and of course the destination immersion concept. Azamara was really the pioneers in staying overnight and longer in ports so that their guests can really dig into the destinations that they're visiting. Our guests still love that to this day. Now that they've expanded the fleet to 4 ships, you're gonna find a perfect option around the world with the perfect Azamara ship for you. Now keep in mind, when you're ready to book your next journey with Azamara, make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out, we have an incredible relationship with Azamara, and we know we can help craft your cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now we've started up right here above the main pool deck. Now you've got a pool down below and 2 hot tubs, and there's quite a bit of space for the guests to spread out. You've got those extra comfy loungers, and you'll find throughout this tour and throughout your Azamara cruise, there's lots of little upgrades that go a long way. Now on the far side, you're gonna have the pool bar. Every great pool needs a great pool bar, and the crew is the heart and soul of this vessel and the entire cruise line. Without them, this is a beautiful piece of metal, but I love that they deliver time and time again. In fact, stepping back on board, I got to connect with several friends that I haven't seen in quite a while. I got to reflect on some memories, because that's what travel's all about. It's about connecting with the destination, connecting with new people here on board, and of course, making friends that last a lifetime. Now on the far side of the pool deck, you're gonna have the stage. Now on the stage, of course, they'll have music, and it's really used in one way that I love even more, and that is the white night party. Every single Azamara cruise that you go on, you're gonna have a white night party. They'll set up tables and chairs up here on the upper deck. They'll set up tables and chairs down below. Everybody will don their white outfits, and you're gonna party the night away. They'll have a barbecue with absolutely delicious foods, quite a bit of expansive food options. Of course, they always have delicious food here on board. You're gonna have great entertainment, and it's a memory that you will take home with you. Now, in addition to that, you're also gonna have an as amazing evening on each and every single cruise. Azamara also pioneered this concept. We've seen other cruises jump on board as well, but the idea behind it is to pick a very special location on your cruise. Wherever that is, they generally take over an entire space. They invite the entire crowd here on board the ship to head off the ship and enjoy the destination. I've done several myself. Some of the most memorable was a beautiful night in Marseille where we had an incredible concert. In Ibiza, they rented out this incredible beach resort, put on a fashion show, and had delicious options. But it depends on where you are in the world. You're always gonna enjoy it, and another complimentary upgraded option. Now, as we step up a deck and head all the way forward, you're gonna find another large sun deck. Now, they'll set all of this up with loungers, those extra comfy, thick padded loungers and towels, and they do provide service up here as well. You've got shuffleboard on the side, I think the most classic of all cruise sports. And in the front, you're gonna find several different seating areas. You've got sofas. You're also gonna have these nice chairs. Once again, lots of intimate seating areas on board. What I really like about this space is it's a wonderful place to be when you're cruising the scenic parts of our world. I remember doing an incredible British Isles cruise as we sailed in and out of some of the most amazing ports. I remember going into the Isle of Skye was absolutely stunning. Also through Norway. And of course, this ship is gonna travel all around the world. As you're heading out and checking the scenery, this is a great place to be, because on the sides, you've got beautiful views. Out the front, you've got beautiful views as well. You have a bit of a windbreak here, but you can get those same views as the captain and enjoy up here in a nice, beautiful seating area. All the way up and forward on the ship, you'll find the living room. Now, this is an observation lounge that's very popular here on board. You've got a full bar set up behind. I do love that they have the espresso maker up here, and they've also added in a tapas bar, so you'll have tapas each and every single day. Now, right as you enter, you're gonna find the internet cafe. You're also gonna find the card room. I really appreciate that space. I know on some of the longer journeys where we had a lot of sea days, we do puzzles and play lots of games together with old friends and new. Now the bar is going to provide service all the way around. You've got 270 degrees of views. It's got beautiful views out the front of the ship. Once again, when you're cruising through the scenic parts of our world, you've got several small intimate seating areas. You're also gonna find high top bar tables, and tucked in the corner, you have high back chairs as well. Now, right front and center in the middle, you're gonna have the dance floor, and just behind it, you'll have the stage. Though the music throughout the day, usually starting in the afternoon, later into the evening, this turns into the dance club of sorts. They'll also use this space for trivias and gatherings of all types. Now, I've put together and led a lot of groups with Azamara, and this is another one of those great spaces where you can gather together. Keep in mind, if you do want to put together a group, we'd be happy to take care of it for you. You want to get far ahead of that because all the top suites generally book up first on this beautiful vessel, and we can secure the best spaces for you, and of course, put together some incredible excursion options as well. Some of our most memorable were around the British Isles, to Cuba, and of course throughout Asia. Absolutely wonderful options to gather with affinity of friends. Of course, you're putting together maybe a corporate rewards trip, meeting, or incentive. The drawing room is a very classic library space here on board. They've got a huge library of fiction and nonfiction, and what I appreciate about that is I've found some of my favorite books right here in this very library, sat at these chairs and read and really enjoyed. Now, the library wraps all the way around. You're gonna have a piano in here. It also feels like your own living room at home. You're gonna find the faux fireplace right behind, and this is also where they're gonna do the best of the best dinner. So this is where they take the very top suite. You'll have a really elegant table set up here right through the middle, but really the purpose of this, and 98% of the time, this is gonna be a nice, relaxed library space. Now, as we head around the corner here, you're gonna find sofa, several different styles of seating areas. You've got more library space as well, and you've got a full reference library to dig in to your favorite destinations. Now, a place I've had many a delicious meal is Prime C. This is the classic steakhouse menu here on board. As you enter, you can see they've got the full bar setup just behind, nice little seating area next to the host station, and then right to the side, you're gonna find a high table, really nice and elegant. Now, they'll utilize this for wine tastings. I've had quite a few right here at this very table. There's a massive wine library just behind. You can taste delicious options, and of course, the sommeliers are happy to partner those up with some incredible dishes in here. Now, this is a complimentary option if you're in the full suites. It does come at an additional cost if you're in the verandas and below, but it's a classic steakhouse menu that you won't regret. Now, as we head further back, as I mentioned, you've got the full bar here. They're gonna provide bar service throughout. Now, you'll have seating by the windows. In fact, all the seats are really by the windows because it wraps all the way around the aft of the ship. So you've got tables for 2 and 4. They've got larger tables in the aft where they can put together if you have bigger groups. And of course, if you meet new friends here on board. Now, my wife and I, this is our personal favorite restaurant. I always get the ribeye. It's juicy and delicious, but you'll find the full menu. You've got upgraded appetizers, soups, salads, mains, and don't forget about those delicious desserts. Now we're in the very aft of the ship. You've got more seating here, and this is the space I always ask for. I love looking out at the wake in the distance as we sail away. You'll also have Aqualina up here on deck 10, the other delicious specialty restaurant. Now, this is an Italian menu. It's also seafood focused. You're gonna find some delicious options throughout. Everybody loves Italian food. You can always find something delicious here, whether it's the pastas, any of the mains, and of course, I know I said it before, but the desserts are delicious. Just like Prime C, you're gonna find seating along the windows all the way back. You've got tables for 2, you've got larger tables for 4, and then all the way in the aft of the ship, you'll find tables for 6 as well. In addition, they'll have a full bar just behind me here. The host station is behind as well. And this space is also used if you're in a full suite to have that upgraded breakfast experience. Once again, if you're in one of the full suites on board, you're gonna have complimentary specialty restaurants, and you'll also have a great breakfast option here as well. As we head all the way aft, we'll find the complimentary buffet style option here on board. This is Windows Cafe, and the floor to ceiling windows wrapped all the way around give it its name. Now, you've got a full bar here. In the morning, they'll have juices and things like that. And keep in mind that Azamara is highly inclusive. So you're gonna find that they have beer, wine, and basic spirits included in every single fare. They have a couple different options where you can upgrade to higher levels. So if you want those top shelf spirits, I find them to be a really reasonable price. Now, there's a window here that they can utilize for breakfast and different options where you can maybe get egg stations. And then as we head further back, we're gonna get to the buffet proper. Now, they're just starting to set it up for dinner. It's a really nice, large buffet space as well. You'll find upgraded food throughout your Azamara journey. You're gonna have delicious options here from the bakery. And as we head further back, you'll find meats and cheeses, charcuterie style, and they'll have all of your favorite entrees. Now, every single night they'll have a theme night. Tonight is actually gonna be an Asian theme night. I see that they'll have sushi, so that's gonna make me really, really happy. And then here they'll usually have a made to order option. It looks like tonight it's gonna be pad thai, but you'll find a carvery as well. So they'll have delicious meats, and they also have a variety of vegetarian options in addition. So you have buffet lines on both sides. They'll usually set up the salad bar here, but keep in mind this is a breakfast, lunch, and dinner venue. So you'll have delicious options made to order at each and every single meal. And if you're looking for a more casual style, this is a great choice. Now, in addition to this, they're also gonna have the sunset bar outside. So they have seating on both sides with those floor to ceiling windows. But for me, I always grab my food and head out and dine al fresco. Now, the most important part of this buffet, it's really the gelato, sorbet, and ice cream selections. They'll mix them up every single day, and I've had a few gallons or 100 gallons throughout my time on board. Now, I've been on a lot of cruises in my life. I feel very blessed, and this particular space is one that brings so many incredible memories for me. We generally do eat at the buffet here. I really appreciate the quality of the food. I like the casual atmosphere, and my wife and I always love to head outside and dine in this very space. There's just something amazing about the aft of the ship as you sail away from beautiful destinations around the world. You're in port, it doesn't really matter. I absolutely love to dine out here, and I really appreciate that they have the full sunset bar as well. Now, the bartenders will be pouring drinks. You'll take advantage of those complimentary options. Of course, if you have the upgraded options, you can have that as well. But I remember sailing with my cousin and his wife and so many friends, and this is always the spot that we would gather together. To me, cruising is about creating memories, and one of the things I love about heading back on a ship that I've spent quite a bit of time on is all those memories come flooding back. I absolutely love this space, and I know you will as well. Now, the classic pool grill option is the patio. They've got quite a bit of outdoor seating here, and just across you're gonna find the grill. So they'll have delicious burgers, hot dogs, brats, and things along those lines. They'll also have lamb shanks because it's upgraded. You're gonna find quite an extensive menu in addition to the salad bar and soup options. Now, I like this space. I'll oftentimes combine this with the Windows Cafe, maybe grab something here and head inside, or vice versa. Now, the most important part of any cruise ship, it's not the engine, it's not the rudder. You guys know it's the soft serve ice cream machine. I think it's time to fill up just a little bit here. Let's see, let's go with a little bit of both today. And one of the great things about Swirl and Top is you also have a ton of delicious options. You can't not have sprinkles, and well, my daughter would insist that I get pink sprinkles as well. Putting those all together for some absolutely delicious soft serve options every single day, or twice, or 3 times. Delicious. Yeah, no, I'm not leaving. To me, there's nothing more relaxing and nothing that says vacation more than a spa experience. And the Sanctum Spa is going to deliver that. Now, you definitely want to check it out on the very first day. They'll provide a tour of the spa area itself. You can learn about the different treatments, and you can book your favorite options, whether it's a massage, a wrap. I also love that they have acupuncture. I've dealt with pain for a long time, especially with my back, and I've utilized the acupuncturists here on board, and they're absolutely phenomenal. Now, you'll have a full salon. You'll also have a wonderful spa terrace, and we'll take you out there in a moment. Now let's tour the spa space. Now, we just stepped inside the salon, and it's just like a beauty salon at home. You've got a couple hair stations, you get a revolutionary new hairdo, or just get done up to head out and enjoy a beautiful meal here on board. Now, in addition to that, you'll also have a manicure and pedicure station. I love that it's even big enough for my gigantic feet. And on top of all of that, you can kind of put it together and have a wonderful spa day at sea. Now, keep in mind that these do fill up, especially when you have some elegant spaces that you're going to be visiting, maybe the Azamara evening. So you're going to want to come in and set that up as soon as you board. We're just inside one of the treatment rooms here. And as I mentioned, you have a variety of different styles of massages. Now, for me personally, I love the hot stone massage, but of course, after traveling on a nice long flight, you may want to get a Swedish massage or deep tissue. And of course, they have lots of relaxation options. You can do different styles of wraps. I've done the seaweed wrap here myself. They'll do facials. They also have a partner with Elemis and Kerastase in Paris, so they use some of the highest quality ingredients at sea. All the way forward, you'll find the Sanctum Spa Terrace. Now you'll inquire here on boarding day. You can learn about who gets access to this, of course. You're gonna find that you have lounge chairs. You also have some nice little seating areas. And right in the center is the Therapy pool. You can sit back, relax, take advantage of beautiful views, and of course, utilize this as part of your spa and fitness circuit. To round out the health and wellness spaces, you'll find the fitness center. Now I've started off here in the aerobics studio. You see they have spin bikes behind. They'll have classes here like yoga. Now keep in mind, you can also utilize this space as you like throughout the cruise. Now as we head further in, you're gonna find different styles of equipment. You've got all kinds of cardio along the windows. I really appreciate that. Of course, it's motivating to have those incredible views. You're gonna have treadmills here, you have ellipticals, rowing machine, and there's also a couple styles of bikes. They have a Pilates machine that you can utilize as well, and then a full complement of circuit options so you can work out every part of your body. Now tucked in the corner, you're gonna find the dumbbells. You can utilize those, and they have quite a few different styles of equipment that you can utilize here on board. I like the nice little touches as well. They've got cold water bottles and towels there ready for you. You can put all this together and have a wonderful style of health and wellness on board. All the way forward, you'll find the cabaret. Now this is the main entertainment venue here on board. Of course, you can see the stage behind me. You've got the large dance floor that also becomes part of the stage during the production style shows. Now, in addition to the production shows, they'll bring on guest entertainers, and part of that destination immersion concept, they'll also bring on guest entertainers from around the world, wherever it is that you're journeying. Now you'll find seating all along the dance floor here, all around. You'll also find that it steps up a little bit. You've got more seating in the back and also pub style seating just behind. There's a full bar where they'll provide bar service before and after the programs here. You also have more seating just in the middle. Once again, this is where you can come, be entertained. They'll usually have multiple shows throughout the cruise, so you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertainment. As we head aft, our first stop is the shore excursions desk. Now, so much of an Azamara experience is the destinations you visit. With those late night stays and also multiple day stays in some cases, you're gonna find some pretty amazing ways to explore your destination. Now, you always wanna book your excursions before you arrive here on board. They can sell out. They have some really unique options as well. So when you're on board though, of course you can make changes. You can also add additional shore excursions as well. Oftentimes they've been on them themselves. They can guide you through that process. Now to complement that, you're gonna have the Cruise Again desk. They know that their guests are gonna have such an incredible time on board that you're gonna wanna book your next cruise. In fact, perusing through the Azamara brochures is always one of my favorite things to do. They truly cruise to the far-flung reaches of the earth. You'll also be able to take advantage of some special discounts that you can only get here on board. And of course, when you get home, just reach out and we'll take care of all the details from there on out. Now keep in mind, the more loyal that you've been to the brand, the bigger discounts that you're gonna get. You'll also find the loyalty desk tucked just around the corner there. They can go over all the different benefits and of course, answer those questions for you. Now in the middle of the space is the den. This is meant to be your own living room. You see the large bar, spirits, just behind me. You can take advantage of those complimentary beverages. You'll have the piano behind, so you can have the tickling the ivories at before or after dinner as you sit back and relax. Now you've got different styles of seating. So you've got sofas, little nooks where you have areas for 2, 4, and larger groups. They've also added a couple TVs on the far side that they can take as part of the entertainment, or maybe even catching some different styles of television shows as well. Now, once again, this is the den. It's a really nice open space. It's also intimate and cozy where you can listen to wonderful music. Next to the shore excursions desk, you're also gonna have a pretty extensive reference library so you can learn about those destinations you're visiting. And then as we continue along, you'll find the photo shop. Now throughout your cruise, they're gonna take photos of you, of course, with your permission. And I really appreciate that because they can be looking through the lens while you're sitting back and enjoying your cruise. Now, one great option with Azamara is you can actually purchase them all digitally. They come at a very reasonable price. You can buy port photos. They're gonna be out exploring the ports as well with you on shore excursions. And then the photos of you so you can head back and share the memories with friends and family. If you're looking for a little retail therapy while you're traveling, you've got 2 great options here. So on one side, you'll find indulgences. This is where you can find some great high-end jewelry. They have watches. Once again, you can take advantage of those duty-free prices and oftentimes find a lot less than you will at home. On the other side, you're gonna find the Journey shop. So in here, you can find different styles of cosmetics. They have perfumes, sunglasses, different clothing options, some bags, and you can also find your favorite Azamara logo wear. Once again, both are duty-free, so you can take advantage of those discounted prices. Continuing along, you'll find the Mosaic Cafe. So if you want a delicious espresso, maybe your favorite cappuccino, macchiato, latte, whatever it is, they're sure to be able to brew it up. Now they do have some liquor options. They also have some light bites. I've been known to stop by and have a few dozen cookies throughout a voyage. There's several seating areas tucked all the way around. It's a nice, intimate space. And just behind me, you'll actually find the grand staircase that heads down to the lobby below. This is a great spot if you want to spot a tea, you want some delicious coffee drinks, or just a quick light bite to gather with friends. Continuing aft, we'll find Discovery's bar and restaurant. Now you've got a full bar set up just behind me, several really nice intimate seating areas, tables for 4. I also have some spots for 2 over by the window. Now this is the lead in to the restaurant, the main restaurant here on board, so it's a great place to grab a drink before or after you head in to dine. Now of course that complements the incredible dining experience. Let's head back and check that out now. Now all around me is Discovery's restaurant. Now this is the main a la carte dining venue here on board. It's included in your fare and you're gonna always find some wonderful classics, and they'll have a rotational menu as well. I really like that they tie in the areas around the world that you're visiting. You can try some delicious local cuisine prepared right here on board by the chefs. Now right in the middle, you've got a nice large table. You've got tables of 4, 6, and 2, of course, all around by the windows. Now one of the great features of this restaurant is that you do have windows wrapped 270 degrees all the way around. You guys know what I'm gonna say. I always ask for one in the very aft. I love sitting back there watching the wake in the distance as we sail away from beautiful and distant ports. Now, in addition to the delicious food that you'll have for dinner each and every single day, they'll have breakfast and lunch depending on where you are, maybe a port day, sea day, and one of my favorite features with Azamara is the delicious brunch. They'll clear all of this out. They'll set up several different stations. It's mouth-watering, absolutely spectacular, and it's something that you don't want to miss. Just behind me, you'll find the main lobby and the guest relations desk. This is the purser's desk here on board. They can answer all your questions about your room, basically anything here, similar to what you'd find at the front desk of a hotel. In addition, you'll find the concierge desk over to the side. I love that they do provide concierge services for all guests here on board. And tucked just away, you'll find maps and port information. Generally, in each and every single port, they'll include a shuttle. So if you're a little bit further away from downtown, they'll include a complimentary shuttle. And they'll also generally bring on board somebody from the local tourism board so they can guide you through the best options to choose for your time. Now, one of the most classic spots that you'll find on any of the R-class ships is right here behind me. You're gonna find the grand staircase that branches up on the top. It's a really beautiful space. It's actually my favorite spot for a group photo at the end of an incredible voyage. Now, I really appreciate you spending your time with us today touring the beautiful Azamara Journey. Now, to me, the ship is beautiful. They've kept her in great shape, but it's really about the crew here on board, their dedication to your experience. And I love that there's quite a few that I've seen that have been here for more than a dozen years. I started cruising with Azamara over 15 years ago. We come back time and time again for the delicious food, the wonderful service, and of course, the incredible destinations around the world that the ships visit. And when you're ready to make this your home away from home, book any room or suite with Azamara. Make sure you reach out to the experts at Harr Travel. We know the spaces inside and out. We have a really incredible relationship with the cruise line, and we know we can help craft your cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an amazing value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. Now I'm gonna head off on the walking track, something I've done a few hundred times in the past, because I'm ready for dinner.